Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com, and we're still talking on it's not, I don't know if it's really morals. I'm not sure how I'm going to title this series of videos, but all of this, what I'm leading to on all this, we as true Americans, we as moral Americans, I don't really want to go into we as moral people, because down here in Mexico I know some moral people also, but it's different down here or outside the United States than what it is in the United States. And the reason is, in the United States, it's God, we the people, and the Constitution. That's the importance of how things are run in the United States. Here in Mexico, I don't know what's important to them. In France, I don't know what's important to them. But in the United States, it's God, we the people, and the Constitution. Okay, the reason it's God is number one, is because He has given us unalienable rights. And He's given it to everybody in the world. But people don't understand that, don't know that. It's just like, I made an example of Great Britain. Great Britain, they are subjects. They're not citizens. They are subjects. And that's because the government issues them rights. They don't have unalienable rights. The government gives it to them. And so the government says who's got the right to do this, who doesn't, stuff like that. We're not that way in the United States. If you believe God is number one, we the people, and then the Constitution. Now, I talked about law enforcement. Law enforcement, okay, I tried to go into law enforcement. I tried to do it when I was a policeman. But policing, I'm not really good at policing. And I'm just not good at it. There is a knack, a skill in policing. Three-man militia, I have to do policing in three-man militia. So I can do it, but I can't really do it for a long period of time. And I do the policing in extreme conditions. The thing is, I have moral responsibilities. My moral responsibilities lies with me. My moral responsibilities aren't affected by you. Just like unalienable rights. We both have them. What you do with yours doesn't affect mine. In other words, you've got the right to protect yourself. You use a firearm, and if you use it inappropriately, immorally, then you will lose your right to have a firearm. That'd be more like a felon. You know, they've done something in which now they've given up their right to own a firearm. Okay. That's why I'm saying that person gave up some of their inalienable rights. I didn't. In other words, and that's where these snowflakes, communists, New World Order kind of people, that's where they've got things way off. They don't believe in God. Well, if they don't believe in God, we've got a problem real quick. Because if they don't believe in a God, that means if they have more guns than I do, then that means they think they have the authority over me. they're wrong again. uh, I am only one man. I've got physical limitations, but I don't have moral limitations. As long as I stay moral, I can do about anything. I guess I'll put it this way: I haven't found things that I can't do. If you've gone to my website, you can see I've been on motorcycle trips, been Vietnam. I travel, I go places, I do things. Been locked up in Cuba, down in Venezuela. I'm not saying being moral is what got me through all this. This is something I've been having to wrestle with myself. Why and how have I been able to survive the stuff that I've done? And but I tell you, and I'm tell you, there's immoral people that have been able to survive all the stuff that I've done also. So morality isn't the thing that makes the difference. It is what makes a difference to me. And that being moral is what makes the difference for the United States. The United States is a moral country. In general, the people are moral. Now, the percentage is coming down, and it's even less when you consider the moral people that don't stand behind their morals. They don't realize that they have to use their morals to make their morals stronger. So in other words, when you're moral, you're taking for granted someone else is. I do anyway. I take it for granted everybody's moral. But then again, I normally carry a gun because I make mistakes. Sometimes somebody's not moral. And then I have to take that moral responsibility and obligation to stand behind my morals. And I have to prepare to do it and prepare to stand with whatever the consequences come up with. So these are all things that you need to be thinking on. We have God in the United States. We have God. And God, number one. We the people, number two. And then the Constitution. We the people means as individuals. And I believe we the people are strong individuals coming together. But as a strong individual, you need to be strong, and that includes strong morals. And strong morals means prepared to stand behind your morals. We have a moral obligation as we the people to help one another, to work with one another if we expect to do impossible tasks. And I know I'm older now. I'm getting old. I'm older than most people now. But you young ones don't understand that it was people like me working together, we the people, working together, that have done impossible tasks. The United States been ahead of inventing things and and making things happen. The introduction of the United States to the world changed the world because it was strong individuals that came together and we used morals. I know people don't talk about this moral stuff, and that's because it's awful hard. And it is such an individual thing. That's why I'm talking about it. You need to be working on yours. Oh man, I'm out of time. Okay, we'll make another one. I think it's part 4, I think. Just Mike, nostressmike.com.